That number will be eclipsed big time this year. They want to give him some work.
Yeah, 3 down back in Miami. Think he's being groomed for that in Cleveland?
No question about it. They want to make sure they control the football, and he will be a big key to getting it done.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Green's got it over the middle. And he lost the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the...
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure that...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, yeah. Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Xavier Howard. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that's good for a Miami first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This is Ajayi. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
Tannehill looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Boykin, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I love Duke Johnson's versatility coming out of the University of Miami, and he's done nothing to dispel that. Boy, he can catch the ball.
He had 61 catches in 2015.
And didn't even play a full season due to injuries.
Yeah.
Boy, his...
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now they got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. On the left side, this is Stills. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Set, 380.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second down following the run. They run again with a J. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's a J. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run with a J. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side. It's Barnage. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at the quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Now Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And out come the Dolphins now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's Tannehill, and his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Ajayi, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
And Ndamukong Suh's second tackle for loss on the game. Strength is the #1 thing you think of with him, but let's not underestimate his hands. You know, it's almost like he goes for martial arts practice. I'm not sure that he does, but it's like he does that. They're so strong, so heavy, that he's able to get people off of him and go make plays.
Now I'm just picturing him doing martial arts.
I'm not sure he needs it to get done when he gets done. He is just so strong.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got time. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Dolphins' new signee from Buffalo, Mario Williams, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. Brandon Boykin there to make the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
I bet you are. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now the return, Rashad Green. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Throwing Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
4 down, check, 4 down. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Garoppolo on first down. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Green 39.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. His pass caught at the 4. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the Halftime Report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso, the offseason pickup from Philly. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Pushing a foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Green, 39.
Garoppolo looking to throw for him. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Blue 10.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron left side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just them hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And Cameron has it over the middle. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Tannehill. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You got 4. You got 4. 380. 380.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Hey. All right, here we go. 319.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player,